Welcome weekday warriors. I'm back with week 3 of our workout of the day. Today we are finally hitting up lower body, and as promised, I'm going to be delivering your squats, your lunges, if you're daring enough, your burpees. We're going to get into that. We're going to breeze through this warm-up. It shouldn't be too bad as far as the workout itself, the exercises. Not too difficult, simple movements. Just want to make sure you're doing it right. And then finally, get a nice cool down, do a seated cool down. I might have some royalty-free music playing in the background. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll let you know what we're doing next week with our cardio day. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, our short and sweet warm-up. With these ones, you're going to be focusing more on lower body this week. Unlike the last 2 weeks, we're not going to worry about the full body, including all that. We're just going to focus mostly on the hips, the knees, ankles, and the muscle groups associated between points A, B, and C. So with our flexion, a few that you can do is you can do a holding a knee up. If you can get it to your chest, try to get it to your chest. If not, hold it as high as you can. This is going to help with the hip flexors. Very important for a lot of the squats and everything else that you'll be doing is you are going to be bending at the waist. Make sure you get this stretched out. Another one you can do is the opposites as far as your knee stretch. You do want to get the flexion in the knee. Make sure you do not make the mistake, like most people do, of trying to hyperextend or hyperflex, I should say, the knee, because it doesn't do you any good, honestly. Another one that you can do for flexion does help with extension as well is going to be the lateral squat. Come down here. You still want to try to keep your back straight, but then get an extension in this leg, flexion in that leg, and vice versa. For your extension, make sure that you do get your wide stance. Kind of reach down, don't lock out your knees. Make sure you are feeling the contraction in your legs. That way you're actually getting the stretch. You're supposed to be holding as an isometric stretch, which is going to be one of our exercises later. That way you're actually getting that stretched out. You kind of go in the middle here, open your feet in, hold the back of your legs, get a stretch like that. Dynamic warm-ups. We're going to be doing a fan favorite. Assume you'll be doing this every week. We'll be our wonderful jumping jacks. So make sure you do get jumping jacks in. With the jumping jacks, as well as the next one, and the one after that, try to get at least 15 reps. And so with another one you can do, high knees, works the hips, works the knees a little bit. Get those in place. And then the last one, get yourself some nice bodyweight squats. But yeah, again, jumping jacks, high knees, bodyweight squats, 15 reps. If there's anything else that you want to do, go ahead and do those. If you feel fine doing these, then you can move on. But now we're going to do round 1. Alright, so now we're going to bust into round 1. The way we're going to be doing it this week is we're going to break our round 1 and round 2 into flexion and extension exercises. The reason for that is to kind of try to get the most out of actually working our legs. The first one we're going to be doing is going to be the squat jump. With this one, go down like you normally would with your squat. But if you don't want to hold it there, you want to, as soon as you pop down, come back up. So this one's more of a plyometric exercise. You're going to come down and pop up. And whenever you're doing this one, the best way to do it is to, when you're leaving, heel first, jump off your toes, land back on the ball of your foot, and then reset yourself on your heel. Again. And that'll be a squat jump. The second one we're going to be doing is going to be your basic lunge. Should be fairly simple. Down. And lunge. Do it from the side. So you come down. And lunge. Alright, and the last one we're going to be doing is going to be the one-legged squat. If you need support, like a wall, go ahead and use that. Use a chair, countertop, whatever. If you want to do it without any of that extra support, you can put your foot, your toe, for whichever one's not squatting, on your toes next to it, or a little bit apart. So I'm just going to do it right here. Come down, and keep the back fairly straight, and then come up. And then down, And with this one, you can do all of them on the right and then the left, or you can alternate how we do that. But that's going to be your round 1 exercises. Alright, we are finally moving on to our round 2, which is our extension phase. This one is going to focus a little bit on sort of isometric contractions, but because it's going to be an extended position, it's not technically isometric. But we're going to start with the first one, which is going to be our squat to calf raise. Come down with the plyometric squat. So quick down, and then come up into your calf raise. And this one you want to hold for about 5 seconds. Feel the stretch. Come back down. Come back up. And that's going to be your first exercise. Second one is going to be the reverse lunge. You're going to step back. Try to keep the back straight. And get the stretch in your posterior leg. This one probably won't be 90 degrees, probably shouldn't be 90 degrees. That is fine. The emphasis needs to be here. And back up. Same thing, hold it for about 5 seconds. Get that? Alright. Last one, straight leg raises. This one, have your feet out in front of you together. Toes pointing towards the ceiling, or if you're outside, towards the sky. Arms go behind you. You're going to take one of your feet, point your toes forward, raise it up to about just above the toes of the other foot, and hold that for about 5 seconds. The idea is you want to flex the entire leg. Bring it down, relax, other foot, come up, 5 seconds or so, and come down, relax, alternate those. Now if you want to get a little bit of abdominal workout with this, you can go ahead and...
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Shush. Alright. What you can do is you can bring both of them up at the same time, and for advanced, kind of just hands off the ground. Make sure you still have your extension, and then bring it back down. So it does kind of work sort of like in the position that you would be if you were doing like a Russian twist. Come up. And back down. And that's going to be round 2. We're going to now move on to round 3. Alright, at last we are at round 3. Now this one is going to follow the options that we did last week. Found that to be pretty cool. So we're going to do the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner, we're going to be holding a wall sit, wall squat, whatever you want to call it. You're going to come down close to 90 degrees and just hold that until you get to the point of exhaustion. You can be on your phone if you want. Make sure you're recording a time for this one. And then once you're done, stop time, and you'll be done with that one. Next option we have is going to be the seated touches. Basically what you're going to do is find yourself a chair or a bench or whatever to where you can get down to at least a full squat, and then just count how many times you do the touches. So let's say I have a chair right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then until your knees tell you to stop. Alright, last one we're going to be doing is going to be the burpee. This is going to be your advanced exercise. Best way to do this, come down in this sort of, compressed, whatever you want to call it. This position right here, kind of like a squat. And you're going to push your legs back, kind of do like a full touch the ground push-up, come back up, bring your legs back up to this position, and then do your jump. So I'll do it in real time speed for you guys. So you come down, and back up, and back up. And then it's going to be the burpee. Now, wherever you can, comment how many you did, what your time was, if you did that one. We do want to see that, kind of see how you guys are doing. Because like I said, also for you guys to reference back. But that's going to be the end of round 3. We're going to now move to the cool down. Alright, to conclude this, we are at our cool down. This one's going to be very important, especially with some of these. If you're not as trained, you might end up as a noodle leg for the next few days. But it shouldn't have been too hard. So with this one, you're definitely going to want to make sure you do some of the same stuff that you did for your warm-up, but you can kind of do it sitting down if you want to. It's usually preferred. So you want to do some of your extension stretches, I'd also recommend kind of doing a little bit of a flexion there. Pull the foot in a little bit. Make sure you get both sides, of course. And then, like last week, hold for the 15 Mississippi's or thousands. And then if you do another, you can kind of bring the heart forward a little bit here. Or you can do same here, have your feet forward. Now if you're going to be doing the flexion, you can either do the butterfly, the diamond, however you do it. You kind of put a little bit of pressure down here. Send the heart forward. And then come back up. With a few of these, and it just kind of depends on however you want to stretch it out. One that I like, but I'm only going to do my right side because my left side kind of sucks when I do it, is I'm going to be doing the track stretch. Essentially just kind of bring your foot back here, and then yes, get a stretch out of that. Come back up, and then do your left side. But yeah, mine's not that great. Another thing that I haven't really mentioned for these last 2 weeks, but I'm going to mention now, is focus on your breathing. It's going to be very important that you not only kind of cool the body down a little bit, but you're also lowering the heart rate, getting yourself back to a baseline. Practice some good breathing techniques. If you know some, use them. If not, look them up. Or definitely check out our yoga videos that we have on this channel. As for next week, we are going to be doing a cardio workout. So all you're going to need for yourself there is going to be hardwood floor and some tape. Make sure you can see the tape. So masking tape, duct tape, whichever one you can use. That's going to be a lot of fun. But it has been James with Campus Rec from Team UCT. I will see you guys next week.